ABC 10 News at 4 o'clock. I'm Lindsay Pena here outside of Naval Base San Diego, which has now become part of a major story today, making national headlines. A San Diego Navy sailor stationed on the USS Essex is charged with espionage and working with China. The U.S. Attorney's Office says he is one of two separate espionage cases they're prosecuting here in Southern California. That sailor appeared in federal court today. Of course, we will be looking into this case throughout the hour and on our later newscasts throughout the evening. But first, let's get to ABC 10 News investigative reporter Austin Grabish with what was revealed today.
I'm Austin Grabish outside federal court where a San Diego sailor was just arraigned on espionage charges. He is one of two California sailors who have been arrested for allegedly sending China sensitive military information. Jinchao Wei sat calmly in court in a khaki jumpsuit as a prosecutor laid out details from the case against him. He said 22-year-old Wei was sending sensitive military information to China as recently as 2 days ago. An indictment alleges Wei started sending photos, videos, and other information about the USS Essex Navy ship in February of 2022. He was arrested yesterday as he arrived for work at Naval Base San Diego, where he was employed as a machinist mate on the ship. He allegedly sent technical manuals that laid out critical details of weapon systems to a Chinese intelligence officer. The two communicated on WeChat and through encrypted channels. In court, a prosecutor said Wei told a fellow sailor that he was obviously being recruited for, quote, effing espionage. Prosecutors say he took thousands of dollars in bribes in exchange for the military information and was trained to report this kind of scheme from China, but didn't. Here's Randy Grossman, the U.S. attorney, speaking about this case.
Our indictment alleges that over the course of more than a year and on multiple occasions, Wei sent national defense information to China, including documents, photos, videos, and technical manuals. In exchange, his intelligence officer paid Wei thousands of dollars. The officer even congratulated him when he became a U.S. citizen in May of 2022. Throughout this relationship, Wei provided his Chinese handler with information regarding the defense and weapons capabilities of U.S. Navy ships.
Wei entered a not guilty plea to the charges. He was born in China and became a naturalized U.S. citizen. The prosecutor said his actions were a betrayal to the United States. Reporting outside federal court, Austin Grabish, ABC 10 News.
Now, these haven't been the first cases of espionage within the military. Earlier this year, Jack Teixeira, an Air National Guardsman, was arrested for leaking classified documents on the website Discord. The Defense Department says some of the information that was leaked included information on equipment sent to Ukraine. That case prompted defense officials to appoint an officer to oversee access to top-secret data. Back in 2020, a former U.S. Army Green Beret was arrested and charged with espionage. Peter Dzbinski-Debens was accused of handing over classified defense information to Russian intelligence for more than a decade. And in 2021, the FBI arrested a former U.S. Navy engineer and his wife for trying to sell classified information about Navy submarines. Jonathan and Diana Toby accused of coordinating 3 separate drop-offs of SD cards containing that classified information.